Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. And we have some 1978 New York Yankees baseball. We made it to Game 80, and in Game 80, the Yankees will be heading to Texas to take on the Rangers for a first of two-game series. Lead it off here for the Yankees as G-Puck joins us is Mickey Rivers. Playing center field, batting second, playing left field is White. Batting third on the catching is Munson. Batting fourth, playing right field is Piniella. Batting fifth, playing first base is Chambliss. Batting sixth, playing third base is Nettles. Batting seventh on the DH is Johnson. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Dent. Batting ninth, playing second base is Garcia. And on the mound, on the pitching for the Yankees is GULLETT. And for the Texas Rangers, leading off, playing right field is Bonds. Batting second, playing third is Herrera. Batting third, doing the catching is Sundberg. Batting fourth, playing left field is Zisk. Batting fifth, doing the DH is Ellis. Batting sixth, playing second base is Bavacqua. Batting seventh, playing first base is Hargrove. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Campaneris. And out in center field, batting ninth is Thompson. And on the mound is the lefty Matlack. And let's go down to Arlington and get this game started. And Mickey Rivers leads it off, batting .259 with 6 homers and 29 RBIs on the year. And John Matlack making his 16th start of the year. He's pitched in 19 games. He's 8-5 with one save and a 1.96 ERA. Here's the pitch to Mickey. That's going to be a fly ball out to his counterpart, Thompson, in center. And we have one out. And up the bat now is Roy White. White's batting .239 on the year with 2 homers and 14 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. And a 25 and a 1. That's going to be fielding column 2, and that's going to be a single in the left. Zisk can't get to it. It falls in front of him, and White's got himself a 1-out single. And that brings up Thurman Munson now. Munson batting .276 with 5 homers and 42 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Munson strikes out for out number 2. And that brings up Lou Piniella now. And I think before we get this started, we're going to move some players around here in Arlington. Make the field look a little better here in Arlington. And I'll be right back. Somebody's at the front door. All right, sorry about that. Now let's go here and take care of this. Move some things around here. make the make it look a little better here. This must be the first time I played in Texas. So we'll start. Catcher looks good. We'll move the first baseman some. Move second just a little bit. Shortstop. Third base. And outfield looks good. Move the batter's box. Right-handed batter will move over here. Left will move here. First base. Move there. Third base will move here. And we'll do the same thing for daylight. And actually, daylight looks pretty good, so we're good. Let's get back to the game, man. Yeah, it looks a little better. White's not on top of the pitcher stats. Alrighty, now you got 2 outs, a runner down at first, and Piniella up batting .319 with 4 homers and 30 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Hara. He's going to fire over to first, and that'll be out number 3. The Yankees strand 1, Yankees nothing. Rangers coming to the plate with Bonds, Hara, and Sundberg. And Bobby Bonds is batting .261 with 15 homers and 37 RBIs. And this is Gullett's 7th start for the Yankees. He's 4-1 with a 4.05 ERA. And that's going to be against a lefty. That'll be a 6 and an 8, and that's going to be a base hit in the left field. So Bobby gets aboard here with a leadoff single. And Toby Hara comes to the plate. Toby batting .221 with 7 homers and 32 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Toby. And that's going to be popped up down the short. Matter of fact, that's a swing and a miss. Gullett strikes him out. So now there's 1 down. Sundberg's up. And they're going to do a hit and run here. Try to stay out of the double play. Sundberg's batting .311 with 4 homers and 36 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Piniella and right. And Bond scampers back to first. And now there's 2 down. And Zisk is at the plate. And do they want to try to steal Bobby and get him in scoring position here? That would be a -7. They're going to let him stay at first. Here's the pitch to Zisk. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Gullett strikes him out for a second strikeout. Leadoff single goes nowhere. We go to the top of the second in a 0-0 ball game. You got Chambliss, Nettles, and Johnson due up here in the second. Chris is batting .239 with 7 homers and 50 RBIs. He's been getting a little hot here lately. Let's see if he can keep it going. But that's just a lazy fly ball out the Bonds for out number 1. Greg Nettles steps to the plate, batting .306 with 17 homers and 56 RBIs. That's going to be a swing and a miss. That's the second strikeout for Matlack. And that brings up Cliff Johnson. And he's batting .171 with 5 homers and 10 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And that's going to be a nice play out there by Bavacqua. He fires over to first, and that's a 1-2-3, top of the second. Bottom of the second we go. We got Ellis due up. He'll be followed by Bavacqua and Hargrove. Ellis batting .278 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Nettles. He fields it cleanly, fires over to Chambliss, and there's 1 out. Bavacqua comes to the plate, and he's batting .240 on the year with a homer and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 6, and that's going to be a base hit. Kurt Bavacqua gets on the base here with a 1-out single. And that brings up Mike Hargrove. And Mike Hargrove is batting .243. He's got 2 homers and 20 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty on an 11 and an 8. And that is going to be a single in the left field. Bavacqua with his speed's going to hold. So back-to-back singles. And Don's got himself in a pickle here. Campaneris is up. Campy's batting .149 with 1 homer and 14 RBIs. And against the lefty, that's going to be a base hit. And I don't know if Kurt's going to be able to score on this. First and second. That's going to be a single in the center field. Rivers does not have a very good arm. Let's see here. 56. And the only way they can get him out and Hargrove will make it down to third is on a 66. And he's in there, so that's an RBI single. And now you got first and third. And only 1 out. And Bobby Thompson comes to the plate. Can they get the ground ball double play and get out of this with only 1 run scoring? Bobby's hitting .281 with 3 homers and 18 RBIs. And nope, this inning's not going well at all. And that is going to be a fly ball out the right field. Nice play out there by Piniella to make the catch. First of all, the runner should be down at third. Redo this. Didn't realize the runner didn't get down to third. Single in the center field. And now it's a fly ball out the right field. 36 and a 2 should be fielding column 2. And that's going to be a 54. And Campy's going to score with no problem. So sacrifice fly. And it's now a 2-0 ball game. 3-0 ball game. Sorry about that. As now it's 2 down, a runner at first. And Toby Harrah's up to the plate. And Toby struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Nettles fires across the diamond to get the final out. But the Rangers score 3, take a 3-0 lead into the top of the third. Bottom part of the order due up here for the Yanks. Dent, Garcia, then back to Mickey. And Bucky is batting .284 in the year with a homer and 22 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to his counterpart at short. Bert's up with it for out number 1. And now Garcia's at the plate. And Garcia's batting .297 with no homers and 3 RBIs. That's going to be a ground ball to his counterpart down there to Bavacqua. There's quickly 2 outs here in the top of the third. We're back to the top of the order in Rivers. Mickey's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a base on balls. River gets down to first. Roy White's up. Can the Yankees have a 2-out rally here with the base on balls? That's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Nope, that's going to be a hit by pitch. Yep, he hits White. So White gets hit by the pitch. Now you got first and second. One swing of the bat here. The captain can get the Yankees right back in this ball game. Munson struck out his first time up, and that's what he does this time. Swings and misses. The Yankees strand 2. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still 3-0 Rangers. You got Sundberg due up, followed by Zisk and Ellis. Sundberg's 0 for 1. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a base hit, I believe. Yes, it is. Sundberg gets on with a hit. So Jim's down at first for Zisk. And Zisk, he struck out his first time up. Ricky did. And that's going to be a fly ball out to White. And that's 1 down. Brings up John Ellis now, and Ellis is 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up, and that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 4, and that's going to be another hit, and that's going to make it first and second, and 1 down. And Kurt Bavacqua comes up now, and Kurt, he is 1 for 1. He singled and came around the score in the second. And that's going to be a base on balls. The bases are loaded. For Mike Hargrove, can the Yankees get the all-important double play here? Get out of this mess. Hargrove's 1 for 1, singled and came around the score. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. 23 and a 2 should be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be a 45. Sundberg does not have very good speed, but we've already said Rivers does not have a great arm. A 22. They're going to send him. They're going to send him a 22. And that'll get Ellis down the third. 22 if he's safe. 44 lower. Can Mickey throw him out? Yes, he does. River throws him out at the plate, keeps this a 3-0 ball game. So we go to the top of the fourth. Nice play by Mick. Throws him out at the plate. We go to the top of the fourth. We got Piniella, Chambliss, and Nettles due up here to lose 0 for 1, grounded out. That's going to be a fly ball out to Bobby in center. And that's out number 1. Chambliss comes to the plate now. And Chris is 0 for 1. Flew out to right his first time up. And he gets a hold of this. Chris is starting to heat up finally here. And that's going to be a blast in the right field off the wall. Chambliss has got himself a double here. And now Nettles is up with a runner in scoring position, trying to get back in this ball game. Nettles struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. And the Yankees are making some noise here. 1 out, first and second for Heathcliff. Can he deliver? Johnson's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Here's the pitch. And that's not what they wanted to see. That's a ground ball down to Campaneris. Campy's up with it. He fires over to Bavacqua, over to Hargrove. 6-4-3 double play. And that ends the top of the fourth. Still 3-0 Rangers. You got Campy due up, followed by Thompson. And then back to the top of the order in Bonds. And Burt, you got the B's up here. Burt, Bobby, and Bobby. Bird is 1-for-1 with an RBI single. And that's going to be well hit. And again, the leadoff batter gets aboard here. And that ball is blasted out in the left field, I believe. Yep, out in the left field. Campy turns on the Jets. That brown-eyed handsome man makes the turn for third, and he's in there with the leadoff triple. It's going to force the Yankees to bring the infield in. And Bobby Thompson comes up. Bobby's 1-for-1, singled and drove in a run. And that's what's going to happen here, probably 11. And a runner down at third. Nope, that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Actually, that's going to be a pop-up back to the mound. Gullet calls for it, makes the catch. The runner's going to hold. That's one big out there. Now the other Bobby comes up, and Bobby Bonds is 1-for-1. He is singled and had a sacrifice flies last time up. And that's going to be a 6 and a 9. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And that's going to drive in another run. And it's 4-0 Rangers. Toby Harrah comes up. Always like Toby Harrah. Toby's 0-for-2. He is struck out and grounded out. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Toby. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that's going to get the bullpen up now. They don't got much of a bullpen. Only like 3 people out in that bullpen, ain't there? Yeah, only 3 people out there. That is the problem. Couldn't get a ground ball here out of Sundberg. He's 1-for-2. He has flown out and singled his last time up. And just what the doctor ordered, that ball's hit down to Garcia. He tosses it over to Dent, over to Chambliss. 4-6-3 double play gets him out of the inning. But the Rangers score 1, take a 4-0 lead into the 5th. You got Dent, Garcia due up, and then we're back to the top of the order in Rivers. You see the Yankees got one more game here against Texas. Then they go on the road to take on the Brew Crew in Milwaukee. Then after a 3-game series in Milwaukee, the All-Star break happens. And then they come home after the All-Star break to take on the White Sox. Bucky is 0-for-1 today. And that's going to be a fly ball. This one out to Zisk and left. And there's one down. And Garcia comes up now. He's 0-for-1, grounded out his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Harrah. He fires over to Hargrove, and there's quickly 2 down. Can Mickey Rivers get something going here with 2 outs? He's 0-for-1. He did walk his last time up. And he does get a hold of this. See where Mickey deposits this one at in Texas. He likes his Texas air, and he's got himself a 2-out double. So again, the Yankees got a runner in scoring position. Can they cash in? White singled his last time up. No, he got hit by a pitch. He singled his first time up. He's 1-for-1. Can White deliver here and drive in Mick? And that's going to be a rare play, a 40. So let's see here. So that's going to be a rare play, a 40. A 40 with a runner. Well, first let's look here and get the right base here. A 40 with a runner at second. So let's see here. It might be a wild pitch. So let's see. That'll be a 9, 10, 14, 22, 28, 28, 31, 36. It's not a wild pitch. It's going to be a rare play. Like I said, not a wild pitch. So a 40 and a 53. A 40 and a 53. It's going to be a infield now. 9, 10, 14, 14, 22, 22, 31. And that'll be fielding column 2, and that's going to be a single in the center field. Runner scores, but is declared out on appeal from play, missing third base. Unfucking believable. So let's see here. So we'll just do it this way. Be a G 5 5. See if it'll take it. Yep, it took it. Alrighty. So Mickey misses the base and is declared out on a damn appeal. Ain't that amazing? It's not their day. It's not your day. As Legends joins us here, check out Legend Sports Universe channel. Just had a great game over there between the Red Sox and A's. Cy Young going up against Lefty. Check that one out. And we're now in the bottom of the 5th after Mickey misses the base and is declared out. Still a 4-0 Rangers lead. You got Zisk, Ellis, and Bavacqua due up here. Richie is 0 for 2. And not anymore, because that's a base hit in the right field. And again, a leadoff batter's aboard here. I think that might be every inning but the first. Let's check it out here that the leadoff batter's been aboard. For the Rangers. No, first inning. It was second inning. I got it wrong. It was the second inning is the only inning that the leadoff batter hasn't gotten on. So now you got a runner down at first. Nobody out for Ellis. He's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the nettles. Can he go around the horn here? And that's exactly what he does. That'll be around the horn. That'll be a 5-4-3 double play, just what the doctor ordered. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Bavacqua. Nettles, he knows how to play that hot corner down there. Bavacqua's 1 for 1. He has singled, came around the score and walked his last time up. And he gets a hold of that. How big's the double play now? See where this one gets deposited. And that ball is ripped into right field. And that'll be a 2-out double. And now you got a runner down at second. 2 outs. Got to keep this a 4-run game. Mike Hargrove's 1 for 2. He has singled and he has flown out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Lou again. And Piniella makes the catch. And that'll win the inning. And Rangers strand 1 to the top of the 6th we go in a 4-0 lead. You got the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Can the Yankees get something going here? See, the Yankees are 55-24. They've struck out 378 batters. They've walked 224, given up 117 doubles and 22 triples. The Rangers are at 500. They're 39-39. They've struck out 323 batters. They've walked 318. They have given up 115 doubles and 26 triples. Munson's 0 for 2. He has struck out both times. Can he get the wood on the bat? And he does. And against the lefty, that's going to be a base hit in the left field. So the Yankees get the leadoff batter aboard here as Munson's aboard with a single. And that brings up Piniella now. And Pinella's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a pop-up straight up the chute. Sundberg calls for it, makes the catch in foul territory, and there's one down. Chris Chambliss, can he get something going here? He's 1 for 2 with the double his last time up. As Ken Castro joins us here. And that's not good. It's going to be a ground ball down the short. And his only play is going to be the first. He fires over to Hargrove. So Munson will get down the second, but now there's 2 outs. Can Greg Nettles keep this inning alive here and get the Yankees on the board? Nettles is 0 for 1. He has yet to put the ball in play. He has struck out and walked his last time up. And he puts it in play. That's a fly ball out to Bobby Bonds, and that'll end the inning. The Yankees strand another one. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Still 4-0 Rangers. You got the bottom part of the order due up here. Campy, Thompson, and then back to Bobby Bonds at the top. The 3 Bs, Bert, Bobby, and Bobby. And the Rangers, you see their upcoming schedule. One more game here in Texas against the Yankees. Then the Tigers come to town for a 3-game series before the All-Star break. And then after the All-Star break, the Rangers go out east, take on the Red Sox. Bert is 2 for 2 with an RBI single and a triple. Here's the pitch to Bert. And that's going to be a rare play. A 39 and a 53. And that's going to be a ball 1 just a bit outside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a 22 and 43 and an 8. Should be fielding column 1. And it is. Munson pounces on that little Baltimore chop, throws the Chambliss, and they finally get Bird out. So now there's 1 down. And Bobby Thompson comes up 1 for 2 with an RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Chambliss. He takes it himself. And there's 2 down here in the 6th. Back to the top of the order, and Bobby Bonds, who's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs in this game and a sacrifice fly. And that's going to be a base on balls. And with a 4-run lead, he is going to take a chance here and try to steal and get in scoring position. Odds aren't good here. It'll be a 7. So that'll be a 20. That'll be a 19, a 41 or lower. And Munson throws him out, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. It's still a 4-0 ball game. We got Johnson due up, followed by Dent and Garcia, the bottom 3rd. Johnson is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice, once into a double play. And that's going to be a rare play, a 65 and a 36. And that's going to be ball 1 to Cliff. Can he take advantage of this 1-0 pitch? And nope. That's going to be a ground ball down to Bert. That'll be out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. Bucky Dent's up now. And Bucky is 0 for 2. He is grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Toby. He fires over to Mike. And there's quickly 2 down. And Garcia comes to the plate now. He is 0 for 2, grounded out twice with a 2nd and 3rd. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Zisk. And that'll end the top of the 7th. We go to the 7th inning stretch in a 4-0 ball game for the Rangers. I'd like to get Don through this inning. Can we get him through this inning is the question. This will be his last inning. The bullpen's up and ready. If he gets in any trouble, he pitched a nice 6th inning. But he's got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here. Hara, Sundberg, and Zisk here in the bottom of the 7th. Toby's 0 for 2. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Gullick. He fires over the Chambliss, and there's 1 out. And now Jim Sundberg comes up. Jim is 1 for 3. He got a single back in the 3rd. And that's going to be a single in the left field. And that's going to be it for Don Gullitt. And like I say, they ain't got much of a damn bullpen, the poor Yankees don't. Only got 3 arms out in that bullpen. That is the sad part. They got a bunch of bench players, but they don't have any arms in the bullpen.
Kammeyer.
I guess Bob Kammeyer is going to come in the game. So Bob's going to come in the game here. Bring out Bob here and bring out the righty. Where's Bob at? Where's Bob? There he is. So that's it for Gullick. He goes 7 1/3. Gives up 12 hits, 4 runs so far, because Sundberg is his responsibility. And Bob comes in the game. This is Bob's 2nd appearance. No record with no ERA. He's got a runner down at first. Zisk got the plate. Can he get the ground ball double play here? Zisk is 1 for 3. He has struck out, flown out, and singled his last time up. And that's going to be a pop-up back near the screen. Munson catches it, and there's 2 down. And now John Ellis comes to the plate. 2 down, a runner at first. Ellis is 1 for 3 in the game with a single. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 6 and a 9. And that's going to be a base hit. Ellis gets aboard here with a 2-out single. Now you got 1st and 2nd. And Bavacqua up. And Bavacqua is 2 for 2. He's doubled, walked, and came around to score 1. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Bob strikes him out, keeps this a 4-0 ball game as we go to the top of the 8th. And you should have the top of the order due up here for the Yankees. Rivers, White, and Munson. And they got to score, you would think, with the top of the order to get back in this game. You would think. Mickey is 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bavacqua. His counterpart, no, not his counterpart, for out number 1. Now Roy White comes up. White's 1 for 2 and has been hit by a pitch. Can White get something started? And that's going to be a base on balls. The Yankees will take it. They need base runners. And here comes the captain. Thurman Munson's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. And that's going to get the bullpen up for the Rangers. Matlack can't find the plate all of a sudden. And that's going to be a fly ball out to deep center field. Bobby goes back. Thompson makes the catch at the track for out number 2. So it's going to be up to Lou. Get something done here. 2 outs, a runner still at first. Lou's 0 for 3. And that's going to be 0 for 4. As that's a ground ball. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. He strikes Lou out. And that ends the top of the 8th. Yankees strand 1 to the bottom of the 8th we go. You've got Hargrove, Campy, and Bobby due up the bottom 3rd. Hargrove is 1 for 3 on the day. That's going to be, of course, a base on balls. Don't want that with a 4-0 lead. Bert's up now. Bert's having a hell of a game. He's 2 for 3 with a triple and an RBI. And we dropped the dice for the first time today. And that's going to be a pop-up behind home plate. Munson makes the catch. And there's one down. Bobby comes up. Bobby Thompson. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Chambliss can't get to it. That's going to sneak through for a hit in the right field. First and second now. With one out, and we're back to the top of the order in Bobby Bonds. And Bobby's a perfect 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 RBIs in this game. He did get caught stealing. That ball's hit down the Nettles. Can the Yankees turn two? And yes, they can. Greg Nettles bails them out again. That's going to be the old 5-5-3 double play. He takes it himself, steps on third, fires over the first, and that ends the inning. A tip of the cap to Nettles. Keeps the Yankees in this game to a point. They got some work to do, though. They're down by 4. And MATLACK trying for a complete game shutout. He's only given up 4 hits with 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. He's got Chambliss, Nettles, and Johnson due up here. I don't remember him either, Ken, buddy. Yeah, don't remember him either. Let's take a look. We can do this here. Go to the Yankees bench. See how many. Here, we'll just do it this way. Bring up baseball reference. Be easier that way. Be easier that way. I want Bob. Guess we'll have to put Bob in here. Pitched 7 games in 78 and 1 game in 79, Ken. Yep. Yep, that's why we don't remember him. 7 and 1. Yep. And now you got Chambliss here. Can he get something started? Chris is 1 for 3 with a double. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Yankees will take it. And that'll definitely get the bullpen up. So give him at least one. Give him 1 run. Let him try for the shutout here. Now you got Nettles up. Nettles is 0 for 2. He did walk back in the 4th, though. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 24 and an 8. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And you know what that means, folks, probably. That's probably Toby Harris down there. And that's exactly right. That's going to be the old 5-4-3 double play. And now there's 2 outs and nobody on. Can Cliff Johnson keep this game going? The Yankees can't buy a clutch hit today at all. Johnson's also 0 for 3. He's grounded out 3 times, and he also grounded into a double play. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bavacqua. Takes his time, fires over to Hargrove, and that's your ball game. The Yankees lose 4-0 as John shuts him out. Take a look here at the box score. And I'm sure that's the complete game shutout. And the Yankees Yankees turned 4 double plays. How many did the Rangers turn? The Yankees turned 4. It seemed like they hit in more double plays than the Rangers. I didn't know the Yankees was turned that many. We'll have to take a look here. So the Rangers, 4 runs on 14 hits and no errors. The Yankees, no runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Yankees were 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position, left 7 men on base. Look at that bottom part of that lineup. Ellis on down did the damage. Bonds and Sundberg didn't do bad, 2 for 3 and 2 for 4, but the bottom part of the order, you had Ellis 2 for 4, Bavacqua 2 for 3, Burt 2 for 4, Bobby Thompson 2 for 4. How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? Only 2. It seemed like more than that. And you had the triple by Burt. The Rangers were 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position. And Don falls to 4 and 2, 6 1/3, 12 hits, 4 runs, walked 3, struck out 2. Bob comes in 1 2/3, 2 hits, 1 walk, and struck out 1. And John goes the distance, picks up his 9th win. He's 9 and 5, 4 runs on no hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So the triple 4, 4, 4, and 4. And since the National League's already been played, we'll just do it the quick way here to get the American League, and then we'll look at the box scores after we do it this way, instead of clicking on every game one at a time. So the first game we'll look at will be the Blue Jays and the Orioles. And the Blue Jays win 6 runs on 12 hits and no errors. The Orioles 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Like I say, the Orioles are struggling, folks. Orioles are struggling. They had a doubleheader and got swept. The Blue Jays 9 runs, 14 hits, and 3 errors in game number 2. The Orioles 5 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. Then you had the Red Sox going to Chicago. What's the star? Probably the complete game shutout. What's the complete game for the other? Bob. Yeah, old Lee. Bill Lee had the shutout for the Red Sox, not Stone. Well, had a complete game. Stone only pitched 8 innings. The White Sox help out the Yankees. White Sox 2 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. The Red Sox get shut out just like the Yankees. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors. And then the Indians and the Tigers. What's this star for? Alexander drives in 6 runs, 3 for 5 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Nice job. As the Indians win 11 runs on 14 hits and no errors. The Tigers 7 runs, 16 hits, and no errors. And the Ryan Express was smoking it up in Kansas City. Ryan throws a complete game for the 5th time and his 2nd shutout. Let's see how many strikeouts Ryan had in this. And the Ryan Express had 9 strikeouts. So the Angels, 3 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Kansas City, no runs, 5 hits, and no errors. And then you got the Brewers and the Twins. And a walk-off win for the Twins. The Twins, 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. The Brewers, 3 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. See what inning this walk-off was. Bottom of the 10th. Bottom of the 10th. And the last game here for the American League on July 5th is the A's and Mariners. And the A's, a lot of shutouts here on the 6th. The A's shut out the Mariners, 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. The Mariners, no runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. Take a look here at the standings and leaderboard now after July 6th. The Yankees are still 9 games up on the Red Sox. Tigers are 10 games back. The Brewers 13. The Blue Jays now are 16.5 games back. The Orioles are on a 4-game losing streak. Like I say, they are so disappointing. Supposed to be a 90-win team, 19.5 games back. and the Indians are 21 games back. The White Sox are now a half a game up on the Twins. The Rangers are 2.5, and Kansas City's back to 500 ball. They need to start winning here. They're 3 games back. The Angels are 6.5 games back to A7, and Seattle Mariners 17.5 games back. Excuse me. Jim Rice is still leading the league in everything with 358 average, 27 homers, and 82 RBIs. Not only is that leading the American League, that's leading all Major League Baseball in all 3 categories, folks. You got the Gator Ron Guidry leading with a 1.71 ERA. Ed Figueroa with 13 wins on the year, and the Goose with 21 saves. And Jim Rice is leading in the MVP voting. And Ed Figueroa is leading in the Cy Young. And the next game will be the halfway point, game number 81 between these Yankees and Rangers. Let's see the pitching matchup in game number 2. And it's going to be Dick Tedrow going up against Doc Medrick. Should be a good pitching matchup there. See how that works out, and hopefully the Yankees get back on the winning ways here. Like I say, we'll make it to the halfway point. I want to thank G-Puck, Ken Castro. Let's see. Is that everybody? All Legend Sports Universe. Check out his great channel. I think that's everybody. All righty. So if you're new to the channel and haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell and like button. Helps the channel out. And until next time, guys, you all have a great day and take care. Oh, you're